Every day, every week, every month, we are with you in the quest to speak truth to power, call out right from wrong, wrong from right, and stand toe-to-toe with oppressors. We are Kenyans, and there is no chink in our armor. Corruption, tribalism, and nepotism will all fall by our side. Are you ready for 2027? My name is Mzitowafula, and I approve this message. Alright guys, here today's top stories in Out in the World segment. Number 1, Samido has been labeled a deserter and he is wanted for arrest. Now what are some of the reasons why the National Police Service want Samido arrested? Well, quite obviously he is not reported to his post for the last 10 days, but it could also be a number of other reasons, such as this picture right here on your screen. As you can see, he has the high cousins picture. This is something that Rigathi Gachagua said and it went viral. So he seems to be a supporter of Gachagua and in effect the opposition. So the NPS doesn't want anything to do with Samido any longer, and they're probably trying to punish him. But the second reason why they could be coming after Samido could very well be a bitter ex. I don't know, I had one of his exes say something like this.
Hata sisi, mimi nikiachana na boyfriend, husikiangi nikimtaja tena, si ndio? Unaachana na mambo ya, kwa sababu hapo mbele kuna wengine, mambo inaendelea, si ndio? Sasa kila siku William Ruto kutoka asubuhi na hata hana haya, you know, no iota of embarrassment.
At the end of the day, Samido should just resign and stop the sarakasi, because it doesn't cost him much to write a resignation letter and move on. All this is because he's refused to resign, so I don't know what he's up to. Second story of the day, Didi Nyoro has come out to call for the removal of Eliud Lagat. Here's a tip.
One of our brother in Kenya lost their life in a very unfortunate manner. And it is even more unfortunate, I heard the father speaking, that was the only child they had. I mean, what does it benefit you as a leader when you see those kind of tears? What do you gain by doing such kind of an animalistic thing to a fellow Kenyan? Every Kenyan, myself, the other Kenyan is ni yetu sisi wote. When I talk about Kenya, I'm not talking about anyone. I'm talking about our country. When a young Kenyan talks about a certain office held by an individual, they are talking about it because you are the one holding the office. If you have a thin skin, you can't take that. You exit.
The reason I played you that tape from Didi Nyoro is because he is just an MP of Kiharu. He doesn't even have presidential ambitions, not now anyway, or if he does, he hasn't let the cat out of the bag. But we have somebody in the name of Fred Matiang'i who wants to become president. And even now when Albert has been abducted and killed, Matiang'i amenyamaza. The finance bill, which is looking to be very oppressive, is about to pass. Matiang'i amenyamaza. Those of you who support Dr. Fred Matiang'i, you'd have a very hard time convincing people like me that that guy is serious. I honestly don't see it. Third and final story of the day, there's a large number of undercover cops who are moving around taking pictures of people. So I recommend that if you must protest, do so with a face mask. Here's a prime example.
Identify last time, who said?
Anaenda.
Shame on you. Last time this guy came, took photos of us, lied to us, he's a journalist. Umsalikuja akatudanganya ni journalist and he's a cop. Ulitudanganya wewe ni journalist. Leo umekuja kupiga picha. Umetupiga picha. Leo umedelete. Na ulikuwa unatuma kwa groups.
Unatupigia nini picha?
The thing is, please,
tembea usiwe piga picha hapa. And we know you. Wewe.
Having said that, guys, if you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for Mzitowafula. Hit the subscribe button, you're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.